Om Shanti. I will first begin with a sharing that somebody did with me yesterday. So he had a question and he said that so there are these parents and then their kid died. So when he died, those parents went to an astrologer and then they wanted to know the reason behind the kid's death and why there was untimely death and so and so. And then the astrologer said that in the kid's death there is a message for the parents, and the parents are doing something which they shouldn't, and then the kid has to suffer for that. And then this suffering of the kid is the suffering of the parents. So basically it's because there is suffering of the parents that is destined, and that is happening through the kid. So then the question was, the brother was asking me that, so Didi, is it possible that kids suffer for parents' faults? Yes, so I said that that's what is happening. So basically, it's not like the kid is going through because of something the parents did. Understand this very well. So you see that nothing is happening because of anyone or anything. Yes, it is a predestined drama. It is what it is. There is no meaning to it. So the kid came at the time he was destined to come. He left at the time he was destined to leave. And what is death? It's a change of costume. Yes, so he came, he went according to his predestined path. And if he suffered while coming or while going, that's according to his journey. Yes, so in a small body also there is a soul. In a big body also there is a soul. And the soul is not small or big. So we are in this body conscious world. We use these words like kid and adult and elderly, but we are all souls. So the soul is having its own journey. So you come at a time, you play your part, you leave when it's time to leave. But then we suffer through a lot of things. So you see that we are suffering through situations and circumstances and people's births and deaths and so many things. Why? Because it is my karma and my sanskar that makes me suffer. Yes, so it is karma and sanskar that makes you suffer. So everything is going on according to the predestined journey. But if I am suffering in the event of all those things, then it's because of my sanskars and my karma. Okay, so I've given this example many times and I love this example, so let me just reiterate it. So let's say that a child was leaving for school, and then a vase broke, and he just shoved it with the hand and the vase broke. And then when the vase broke, the child got away to school, and then nobody saw it. And then when he is in school all day, he's thinking that he might get caught, that he was actually the one who broke the vase, and then he will get a beating in the evening from his mother. So all day he's tensed and he's in fear. And then when he comes back, he is also in fear because so he finds out that his maid servant was accused of it, and then she got the beating and the scolding, and he was set free. But then for 3 4 days, whenever there is a conversation about the vase or the maid servant, he will just, listen very intently, and he will have fear whether someone discovers something. And this is how he will suffer because of his doing, his karma, because he knows what he has done. And let me tell you that knowing is a very deep thing. Sometimes you don't remember what you did, but you know what you did. So it is there in the subconscious. And then all these emotions that come up, fear, guilt, shame, stress, everything, they come up because there is a deep knowing in the soul of all the vikarma that we have done in 63 births. You see that every day we hear that the drama is predestined and everything is happening for good, and there will be golden age soon, and then nobody is to blame for anything. But why are we not able to internalize it and just put a full stop to everything that happens? Because whenever something happens, it is our own karma. So there is a lot of karmic baggage we are carrying, and that karmic baggage gets triggered, and then we feel these emotions of fear and shame and guilt and doubt and other stuff, sorrow, pain. So Baba says that everybody suffers because of their own karmic account, and then there are the sanskars we have created. And Baba says if you want to be okay in every scene of drama, because the scene of drama is what it is, and it is predestined, prefixed, and nobody is going to change it, and it's not going to change for you, even if you wish it changed, even if you prayed it changed or wanted it changed. But in order that you don't suffer in it, you finish your karmic account by dissolving it in yoga, and then you change your sanskars by following Srimad. So when you remember Baba, your karmic account gets dissolved, and when you follow Srimad, then your sanskars change. So whether it is studying the study, whether it is embracing purity, whether it is doing seva, all this is to change your sanskars. And your karmic accounts will get settled when you meditate and when you remember Baba. And when you remember Baba, then the power you get and the strength you get will help you settle your accounts when they come in your face. So they come to you, you settle them, you don't aggravate them. So Baba says that nothing is happening because of anyone, or nothing is happening, nothing bad is happening. So everything is happening according to drama, and everything is just what it is, and it is absolutely accurate and okay. But everybody is suffering in every scene because of their karmic account and their own sanskars. And Baba says, if you don't want to suffer, then you shift this. And today Baba says that study is the only method. And today Baba says that you're not only studying to absolve yourself from your karmic accounts, but you're studying to create an income for 21 births. Yes, so this study is related to income for the future. And then Baba in the Murli today says that there are some people who say, who cares about the future and who knows there is a future after this birth? And then why should I do anything for 21 births? So, in this knowledge, we understand that I am a soul and my journey is not confined to this one birth, and I'm going to live on and I'm going to go on my journey. So, when I am going to go on, I should make preparations for it, and I must earn an income which lasts me for 21 births. So, are you on the same page about this? Do you have faith that what you do now on Srimad is giving you an income for the next 21 births? Do you have faith about this? Yes. So do you believe that this is not just for this birth, but 21 births, which you cannot see right now, but you have faith that I am a soul and this education, this study is for 21 births. So Baba says this is a matter of faith. And you see that Baba today says that many people say, we don't know whether there'll be 21 births. I don't know whether there's life after I leave this body. So why should I care about my next births? So, I once met someone and that person was asking me this thing, that how can I be sure that there are 21 births after this? And then why should I do something for the future? So I like to live in the present. So why should I do something for the future? He said that to me. And then I asked him, so are you a wage laborer, daily wage laborer? He said, no, I am a salaried person. So I said, you receive your salary at the end of the month. You don't receive the day you work for it. Then how do you move in faith that you will live to receive your salary? You could die any moment. So if you die on the 5th of a month, then 5 days of your effort will go to waste because you work for 5 days and didn't receive your salary. So why do you work for the future? You should be a wage laborer then. Daily wages you should get. So you see that everything that we do is for the future. If you see that, if somebody says, I don't believe in the future, no, you absolutely believe in the future because you do everything for the future. You cook in the morning so that you can eat lunch in the afternoon. You don't cook when you are hungry. You cook before you are hungry. You know that there is a future and you're going to be hungry after 3 hours. So you make preparations for that. You earn you work to receive salary at the end of the month. You save so that you can consume after your retirement. So we live in a world where future is a reality, but in the body conscious approach to future, the future is limited to this birth. So you only think about the future as the end of this birth. But the thing is, we all move with faith when it comes to future, because when you say that after retirement this will happen and that will happen, and when we talk to children that when you grow up you become this, you study to become this, and you learn this because you will use this skill in later life. So when you use this language, you are referring to the future, and you are assuming that you're not going to die today. And there is faith in that assumption. So you you can die any moment, can't you? So you're just moving with faith that you will live to see your retirement, and you will live to be 80 or 90, or you don't plan beyond 100 because you don't have faith you will live beyond 100. Some people don't have faith that I will live beyond 80, so they don't plan beyond 80. So there is we are all moving with some idea, yes. And even in the body conscious approach, we are not all moving with the same idea of life. So some people think, and these days there are many youth who tell you that why save for post retirement? Spend to enjoy until retirement. So there is this new theory also which is there, and I don't know what happened to them in COVID, but then they always thought that eat, drink, travel, so that you have enjoyed life until retirement. So there are various ideas with which we move, and these belief systems are part of everybody's journey, and everybody believes. So if I don't believe I will live to be 80, then I will not save for the future. If I don't believe I will live to see tomorrow, I will not enter a salaried job, and yes, so which will pay me at the end of the month. So we all have some faith or the other, and there is no reason, there is no just faith and unjust faith, and we cannot say this is very logical and this is illogical. You see people dying every second, and still you think that it is logical to think that you will live until retirement. But you think that it is illogical to think that you are a soul and you will continue to exist after the body. So I think they are both equally logical and equally illogical, if you look at it that way. So Baba says it is faith that drives you. And when we come to Baba, we listen to knowledge, we develop faith in the fact that I am a soul. Yes, so I was a soul, I will always be a soul, and that's not the question. The question is, I now have faith that I am a soul. Because it is what it is, and that's the truth. But until I have faith in the truth, I cannot operate with the truth. So Baba says, now you have faith that you are a soul and you live after this life. And so when you have this faith, you have this concern and you have this attention that you do karma which earns you an income of 21 births. And in every birth, there are two important things. There is karmic baggage and there is sanskars, which is the foundation of our life in every second. So Baba says, if you want to have a life of bliss, and today Baba says it's a holiday. Baba says that Satyug is like a holiday from worries, misery, sorrow. So just like you have a holiday on Sunday, so Satyug is a big holiday which you want to enjoy. a time free from sorrow, pain, misery, everything. And Baba says, if you want to enjoy a holiday, you better have good income. So, there are people who enjoy good holidays 1 month at a stretch or something because they're well endowed. So, Baba says, you earn an income right now and then you enjoy a holiday for 21 births. And Baba has taught us the method to earn that income. So, if I want to enjoy a holiday in Satyug, I have to understand what is what, who is who in the Murli every day. So, I cannot operate with limited knowledge to earn unlimited income. So, until now, the world knew limited knowledge which helped them earn limited income. But now we are trying to earn the unlimited income. So we must have unlimited knowledge, the knowledge of the unlimited, which Baba gives us every day in the Murli. So Baba says those children who are serious about their future, they will not miss the study. So everyday Murli, which is telling you the secrets of the unlimited drama and the secrets of karma, the secrets of the invisible reality, you must not miss that. And then the 4 parts of the subject, as I always say, it is Murli, it is Yog, Baba's remembrance, purity, and then there is Seva. So Baba says those who are really serious about their income of 21 births, they will pay attention to all the 4 subjects and not miss it. And then today Baba says, beware of bad company. Yes, so there is bad company. Bad company means company of those who are not knowledgeful, not pure, who don't know the truth. Yes, so that is pretty much the whole world. Yes. So starting from family members to everybody, whatever you watch or hear on the television or internet, everything is bad company if you look at it that way. So all that will always try to be an instrument of Maya. But when Baba says bad company, he's especially warning us about Brahmins who are wearing white clothes, wearing Baba's badge, but not following Srimad. And that is a very bad influence, because when you see those children and you start following them, then it becomes a big problem. Because sometimes you think that if this Brahmin is doing something and that's okay for them, then it's okay for me. But it's not like that. And I will tell you that so I know many Brahmins who do not follow the Srimad of Baba. Yesterday also, yes, day before yesterday in Murli, Baba says 3 words: Parchintan, Pardarshan and Parmat. Yes, thinking about others, seeing others, keeping their behaviors in your buddhi, and Parmat, whatever Ravan is telling you to do. These 3 things you should avoid. And I have seen many Brahmin children who do not take care of this Srimad, that no Parchintan, no Pardarshan, no Parmat. And then what happens is you are in their company and their company is not good for you. But you do not have the discernment that this I shouldn't do, and then you get caught up in that bad company. And then you create sanskars in your Brahmin life which do not allow you to progress even when Baba has come to give you an inheritance. So Baba says, and in the Murli today, Baba specifies that everybody is a soul, and every soul has a recording in themselves. And you shouldn't go into labels. You shouldn't even go into the labels of BKs and Brahmins. Even if someone is a BK, he or she and I are not the same. I'm me and they are they. We are both BKs because we both have a part in Sangam Yuga, but we don't have the same part. Their part is theirs, my part is mine, and I have to see Baba, follow Baba. I have to see Shiv Baba, follow Brahma Baba, and I have to do that to the best of my ability and understanding. I do not have to see anybody, even if we are sitting in the same class, even if we are moving along in the same campus in Madhuban. You are not them. We are all individuals. We are together on this journey, fine, good, but we are all individuals. And my journey is mine, and I have to take my inheritance from Baba. And they have to take their inheritance. It's their choice how much they want to follow Srimad, and my choice is completely independent of that. Yes, so this is something that has to be very, very clear. And Baba says, don't become careless in studying by being influenced by bad company. So even if somebody is, and of course, bad company means many things. So the whole world is full of bad company, that's another thing. But even in the Brahmin family, don't follow anybody. See everybody, but follow Baba. Yes, follow, see Shiv Baba, follow Brahma Baba. That's very important. And for that, you have to have the faith that I am a soul. I come alone and I go with Baba. I don't go with anybody. I go back with Baba and I take my inheritance from Baba. My len den is only with Baba. So Baba is saying, I am listening and I have to do according to what Baba says, not according to what other people are doing. This is very, very important. And you have been given a Nimit instrument, your teacher, and that's been given to you by Baba. So you have to have trust that Baba has given this instrument to me and she's the right instrument for me. And then if you have any doubt about what to do, how to do, you refer it to your Nimit instrument, which in your case is me. That's it. It's as simple as that. No instructions from anybody else. If you have any doubts, you directly ask me and I will clarify it for you. So this is my journey with Baba, and Baba has given me a Nimit instrument. If I have any doubts, I ask them and do as Baba says in the Murli. Okay, so this is it. And then Baba says, those who constantly follow Srimad have mercy for themselves. They also continue to receive blessings from the Father. So Srimad is study, remembrance, purity and seva. And those who do that, they have mercy on themselves because this helps you change your sanskars and finish your karmic accounts. And when you have good sanskars and no karmic baggage, that's what makes you entitled to a happy life. So Baba says, if you do that for yourself, that means you are wise enough to have mercy on yourself. And then Baba says, not just mercy for yourself, but Baba is also happy to see a child make his fortune, and the child earns blessings from Baba also. And then Baba says today about children who are free from karmic bondage. So Baba today says that if someone doesn't have karmic bondages, he should pay full attention to studying this. Okay, so Baba says that if you don't have karmic bondages, do you think that you don't have karmic bondages? How many of you think that? So, there is a lot of things that, so one thing is, the bondage of sanskars. So, but then there are other things which count as karmic bondage. So let me say that Baba says that tan, man and dhan. Okay, these are the three ways in which you earn a spiritual income. Now let's say somebody is terminally ill physically, yes, or they have a mental illness, something like schizophrenia or something. That's a karmic bondage. Because even if that person has a lot of bhavana, it's very difficult for them to do seva. It's because their mental condition or their physical condition restricts them. Yes. And then there is dhan. If somebody has no money, so then they can't serve. So there is tan, man, dhan. So if you don't have a healthy body, no mental health, no money, how do you serve? And then there is another category where, relationships, like if somebody has a small child, 1-year-old, 2-year-old right now, then even if you get gyan, you cannot leave that child, and even if it's a question of attending a class, it becomes very difficult because the child is very small. And even if the child is 6 years old, 8 years old, it's a different case. So, in different people's lives, there are many different types of karmic bondages. And then there is the sanskar bondage. Sanskar bondage means my child is 10 years old, 12 years old, 16 years old, but I have so much attachment, yes, that I choose to spend more than necessary time on them. And even if my child is an adult, I choose to keep thinking and worrying about them rather than pay attention to study. And then there is this, there is this sanskar of even if I have money, I don't use it for seva because I'm miserly. Or there is the sanskar of lust, which keeps my mind busy in thinking about body and physical pleasure. Or I have the sanskar of anger and ego, and then I keep thinking about people's words and behaviors, and my desires are consuming my mental energy. So, but I think that Baba today is talking about karmic bondages which are real. So, if you don't have any physical limitations, if you're mentally sound, if you have some wealth, then Baba says, then you should do seva. Yes. And Baba says if you don't have karmic bondages of the very tough kinds, then work through your sanskars and earn an income of 21 births. Because there are some people who really have karmic bondages, and we are the free ones. How many of you don't have karmic bondages of this kind? Yes, something that is really restrictive. I think nobody among you has that. So you're all free, yes, and drama has given you this fortune to do the needful, follow Srimad completely, do seva, and create a better world. And I will tell you, I have seen souls, Baba's children, who have karmic bondages. And I have seen souls who have a lot of bhavana. They really have a lot of bhavana for Baba. But such deep karmic bondages that they can do nothing. And when I see those souls, I tell you, one brother, he had so much bhavana for Baba. He used to earn around 1 lakh a month, and he had a bad divorce, and because of that divorce, he had to give 80,000 every month as alimony. And he had no money. So I'm not telling you of today. 10 years back, I'm telling you this thing happened. And 10 years back, 1 lakh was a very good income to have. But at that time, his entire income was going into alimony, and he couldn't, and whatever was left, he used to spend for Baba. But he used to tell me, Didi, I'm in this strange situation and I don't know how, I cannot get out of it in this birth. And he used to just cry, and he used to say, Didi, I don't have, and I feel I should do a lot, but I can't. I have seen souls who have karmic bondages of the body, and even if they have a lot of bhavana, they can't do anything. They just can't serve through the body. And then there is the karmic bondage of the mind, which is really, when your mind doesn't support you, and in case of schizophrenia especially, and there are many Baba's children who realize this is Baba, who know Baba, but they can't control their whole mind because it's riddled with mental issues. So Baba says, if I am healthy, I am of sound body, mind and wealth, I should thank Baba that I have the opportunity to create good karma for 21 births. And Baba says, you must take this opportunity, because if you have the opportunity and don't take it, that is really unfortunate. So Baba says, rise above your bondage of sanskars, because when you don't have real karmic bondages, then you have illusions of karmic bondages created by your sanskars. When you feel you don't have enough, when you feel you are not free, so these feelings come from bondage of sanskars. And Baba says, identify the sanskars that are stopping you to follow Srimad, and just rise above those sanskars, take a step of courage and create your fortune, because this is the only time to create a fortune for the future. And if you miss this, then you miss it for the whole cycle. So this is Baba's Srimad today. And then Baba today says that Baba also talks about the two faces of Maya, fear and attraction. So Baba says, sometimes Maya will scare you that if you don't do this, then this will happen. So, if you don't do bhakti, then God will get angry or the deities will get angry, and then you're not willing to leave bhakti. And Baba says Bhagwan is telling you to leave bhakti and you are caught up in bhakti. And that's the fear that Maya is giving you. So discern Maya in that case. So Maya sometimes makes you scared. And there are many people, you wear some stones or something, and then even if you understand the power of consciousness, you say, I cannot take out the stone. I don't know what will happen if I do that, because that's fear. So Baba says Maya makes you afraid to leave inhibiting belief systems. And so you must realize that this is an act of Maya. And then another tool of Maya is attraction. So there is attraction to, now that people are telling that COVID is going away, there is a lot of attraction. So again, going back to friends and sports and games and vacations and this and that. So again, Maya is spreading that net of attraction, and then don't get caught up in it. And I always tell you that story of those parrots who said that शिकारी आएगा जाल बिछाएगा फंस मत जाना. Yes, and then they got caught up in the net, and then they were singing inside the net, inside the jal, shikari aayega, jal bichayega, phas mat jana. So, you must know the jal. So this is the Maya jal. And don't keep saying Baba Baba inside the net. So, sometimes we don't understand that we are consumed by Maya. Maya has just overthrown our timetable and mind table, and everything is topsy-turvy, but we keep saying I am Baba's child, I am a Brahmin. But Baba says that's like that parrot who was caught in the net and who said that beware of the hunter. So Baba says be very careful, because these are the two faces of Maya. Don't get scared, even if Maya tells you that you might suffer if you don't do bhakti or this or that. And so how many of you can leave Karwa Chauth? Because now Baba says that everybody is an eternal soul. So, there is a lot of bhakti. So we say that bhakti is only going to the temple. But there's so many rituals which we are afraid to leave. Why? Because that's an act of fear instilled inside us by Maya. So Maya does all this, and so beware of Maya's attractions and fears both. Okay.